Hey, we're back. I had to clear my throat there because I was so excited. Look at the trophy I got.
I know.
Yeah.
It's yours, is it?
This was my trophy it was a fitness challenge.
Yeah.
And the winner got to take this trophy home.
How come the person on there is wearing a bikini?
We had to wear bikinis.
Is that right?
When we did it. Teeny weeny bikinis.
I'm kind of glad I wasn't at that.
Well, you know what? I sort of wish I wasn't. You know what? I gotta confess, I was lying.
Yes.
This is not my trophy. This is a trophy actually belonging to our special guest, Maria McCullough. Why don't we beckon her and she'll come out?
Let's do it.
Maria, come on out. Hey, Maria. Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Hey, Maria. How you doing? Good to see you.
There we go. Have a seat. So, Maria McCullough, this is your trophy.
Yes.
This is and over there on the coffee table.
Yeah, that's another one too.
You've got a lot of trophies. Why don't you tell us about the little gold trophy first, and then we'll build up to the
big one,
the bikini trophy here.
Okay, basically that little one there. I was at a bodybuilding competition this August, and I won the Ontario Natural Bodybuilding Champion, and this was for the heavyweight class that I won. And then right after that, like they find out who wins each weight class. Like there's a lightweight class, there's a middleweight class, and a heavyweight class. And I won the heavyweight class, so I got this one. And then they take the lightweight winner, the middleweight winner, and the heavyweight winner, and then
put
they
them
have
all into a room and let them
all. Well, it's at the end of the show, like at the end of all three divisions, and then they see who gets the overall trophy.
In a pose-off, right?
Yeah, pose down, yeah.
Oh, you don't
Or
wrestle
pose
or
down.
anything.
No, they don't wrestle. You have mandatory poses that you have to do, and then the judges judge them. And then whoever wins the overall one, then they have a 20-second pose down kind of thing, and then you get the trophy
Really?
if you win. Yeah.
And obviously,
And I won.
Wow.
So, it was
So you're in the heavyweight class.
yeah, I was at this show, actually. I tried to diet down, but it was like I was 4 pounds over. I was hoping that by water depleting I'd get down low enough to get into the middleweight class, but unfortunately I didn't. I ended up in a heavyweight class, which was okay anyway. In the end, it still resulted this trophy, so it was pretty cool.
Now,
So-
heavyweight, I think we should
Oh.
clarify. Heavyweight isn't exactly
Not-
what we would consider a
No.
really heavy weight.
No.
Not chunky.
No, not at all.
No.
What is it, 125 pounds?
Actually, the lightweight division is 114 pounds and lower, and then the middleweight division goes from 114 to 125, and then that's the cutoff, and then 125 and up is heavyweight.
So you could be competing against people who are 300 pounds. There's no top ceiling on.
No, there isn't a top ceiling on that, unfortunately. Like there could be girls in there that are 6 feet tall, and they could carry a lot more muscle, but they look at how symmetrical you are, definition. So there's a few things that they look at.
Okay. All
In
right.
general.
Now, you said this was a natural bodybuilding
Yes.
championship. What's the difference between natural and unnatural?
Basically, this one was drug tested, so like the winner of each weight class had to get drug tested. You just basically pee in a cup, and then they take the urine sample.
While everyone's watching?
No,
gotta be
well,
embarrassing.
actually, there's one person that's supposed to go with you. They're the chaperone, and of course, it's someone that's the same sex. So they go into the bathroom with you, and you have to pee into a little cup, and then they take the samples, and then they test them for the pH balance and everything too. And then they divide it into two, and then they send it away to a laboratory to get tested.
So I think like the job on the lowest scale would be what, the pee watcher, the pee chaperone, or the pee mailer?
I don't know. There's actually
Is
one
it Tupperware
lady.
that they use? What?
No, it's a little. They're actually in little plastic cups. There's two of them actually, and they divide them. They give you one, and then you have to. And they tell you. It was hilarious. They had to tell you what to do. So like you had these cups, and then after you walk out with it, like it's not the chaperone that holds it, like you walk out with it. And then you're at this table and they have to register you and fill out these forms and everything. And the guy there sits there and like literally tells you, now open the green container and open the yellow container and take out the glass bottles. And then and then you have to like dump half of it into one and the other half into the other, and then he does a pH balance on whatever's left over in the bottom kind of thing, and then they seal it up and ship them away.
So it's almost like an agility test too. You have to follow the instructions.
Yeah. Oh, you had to follow them to a T. It was funny. Yeah, and that there's a whole line of people there waiting to go. They just couldn't go.
Hey, do they give you a free beer to get you?
No, actually they give you water. See, you're used to drinking distilled water, and then like when you have to go to the bathroom and you're waiting because you can't go, but I was ready to go. I could go.
You were
no
ready.
Problem. Oh yeah, I was ready. It's like, just give me something so I can go. And all these guys are sitting there waiting to go. They're just like in chairs, and they're giving them water. Like just regular spring water, so it kind of tastes weird after drinking distilled water for a while. But
I just asked that because I know that at some track and field competitions, I've heard of athletes drinking 3 or 4 beers.
Well, see, no, you
actually,
can't
too.
drink beer because then it
That would
come
wreck
up on
your
the
test,
drug
wouldn't
testing.
it? Yeah.
Well, you know what though? In Watford at high school, when we had track and field meets, all the athletes drank all the time. I can
really?
attest
Even
that.
while
Go ahead.
competing?
Even while competing.
Yeah.
So, like, didn't they run a little crooked down the?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
And that was fine, apparently. They,
Oh.
the judges liked it, and the crowd loved it.
Oh, really?
And then-
It must have been an interesting track meet.
Well, it was Watford. Now, tell me, how would somebody get started into the whole bodybuilding? You know?
Well, it all depends on.
Is it like is it a fad? Is it a cult? What is it?
No, it's neither of those. Actually, it's a sport.
It's a sport.
It's still considered as a sport because you're doing a lot of training, just like any other sport is. Like with swimming, you have to go and practice. Like with bodybuilding, you have to go into the gym and lift weights to build muscle and get bigger. You know, as big as you can, because like over the year, you can only get so big. Your body will only allow you to grow so much if you're doing it naturally. Yes.
So there's an actual limit that your body allows itself to grow. Okay.
Even if you're eating all the right things and everything, you can only grow so big being natural. You know, and women can only get so big too. They can't get freaky big like some guys can.
If they're doing it naturally.
If they're doing it naturally, that's right.
So if we see some freakishly big woman, should we ask them if they're on the juice?
No, sometimes you can get the general gist of it, because if you talk to them, you can tell they kind of talk with deeper voices.
Which you don't have. Let me just remark right now, you do not have a deep husky voice.
No, not at all.
Husky is not a word I would use to describe that voice.
No.
Pleasant.